So here are 10 things you should be planting the garden in January. If you hear that, that's wrong. Why is it wrong? Because, well, people in Florida and people in upstate New York or Cali or even North Dakota, we're not all planting the same things in January. The ground's still frozen in a lot of parts. Your first question to that person is, when's your last spring frost date? Because that's who you want to closely follow. Somebody that's close to your frost date. Because all the stuff that we grow in these backyard garden vegetables are annuals. We do grow perennials, but most of the stuff in the backyard vegetable garden, it's all annuals. Tomatoes, peppers, well, I'm overwintering my peppers, but beside the point. So how do you figure out when to plant what? First things first, go to the Old Farmer's Almanac, pop in your zip code, get your last spring frost date, your first fall frost date, and the days in between. That's your growing season. That's how many days you have in total to grow. 4 annuals. Now that you got that information, you're going to look at that last spring frost date. You're going to count back 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 8 weeks. Write those dates down. Then you're going to look through all your seed packets, flip them on the back. Some of them will tell you if you need to start 4 weeks ahead of the spring frost indoors or 6 weeks or 8 weeks. Or if they can be directly sown outdoors, which would be after your last spring frost date when it's safe. So you'll look at those seed packets, you'll see the date, you'll write them down because you've already figured out the 4-week mark, the 6-week mark, the 8-week mark. Now you got a full list of when you should start what. Now, if that seems too complicated for you, I got you. I still got you. On my website, londonsparties.com, there's a whole free download section of gardening PDFs, right? One of the things that's on there, it's still labeled as 2025 Garden Calculator, but it can be changed indefinitely on the date. It is an Excel spreadsheet, but you don't have to be good in spreadsheets, I promise. All you do is change the date to your spring frost date. And I have 2 of these calculators. One's for spring, one's for fall. It has a common list of all the backyard vegetables that we grow. And once you pop in your date, it'll tell you exactly when you should plant it indoors ahead of the spring frost, or transplant it, or direct sow it. Now, if you're viewing it from the phone, it's not very phone friendly unless you have Excel on your phone. But what I do is I use my computer. I log in through Google. I download it. And then I upload it through Google Docs, the sheets. And voila, I've got it indefinitely to use. So yeah, we're not all starting seeds at the same time. That's bad information. Now, if they're talking about perennials and when you should plant them and you're in the same growing zone as them, that's information that's, actually going to work for you. Otherwise, yeah, don't look us in that crap.